Hello, Akira here, and welcome back to the Sacred Echoes Easy Mode LTC. Last time we did slightly under half of Celica Act 3 due to me missing the desert item boots and plus having to reroute later clears. So today we're going to be going through Ulm Act 3 in its entirety, and we're going to be back with our Pegasus and Warper, which is very nice. Something that anyone who's been paying attention to the video descriptions may notice there's an additional rule. We're not going to be using convoy items. It's just because I forgot. That's the main reason why, but I'm aware of the key items from each route, so it should be fine. That's enough preamble, so let's get into the first chapter, 16A, Noble Vengeance. So, 16A is a siege map, which once again means that it will be solved very handily due to liberal usage of warp. The positions of Tobin, Clive, Python, Silque, Faye, and Claire are important. No one else's really matter. Fernand is here as an enemy. He has a Doom and Charm, which is cool, I guess. But yeah, the 11 swords here, it can't crit. Which means that we're always going to be limited in terms of how quickly we can seize this. But anyway, we start with this. Silque then moves her full move and warps him. Which we do right to there, because she'll be able to move to that point and warp him again. The white magic rank doesn't matter. We have a spear down that knight. And it doesn't really matter who Faye takes care of, but I just have her take care of that archer. Tobin's also just here for a bit of self-improvement, so we do the same thing. Claire just heads over this way, where on enemy phase, she will take care of a bunch of these calves. And Python heads over to help as well, and that's all that's important to do on this turn. Faye is now able to promote, which is very nice. So yeah, Fernand has a very sexist boss combo here. I'm not entirely sure whether that's actually in vanilla or if that's Sacred Echoes edition, but it just makes it very nice when she, very queen-likely, goes and picks up a bunch of kills. Almost levels really don't matter, but like, it's fine. Like, he can get this experience. That dude has a longbow, which is why he can fire from so far away. So yeah, now Silque warps Ulm. Where, as you can see, he does so much more damage with the lightning sword that even though he can't crit with it, that's what we're going to be doing. He's going to finish his action off on enemy phase. Python takes out Fernand. We get the Doom and Charm. And I'm just going to have like Claire take care of this witch, because she gives a lot of experience. And because Python will definitely be able to kill that cav on the enemy phase. I think we might as well just have Grey, like, attack this person. That's fine. And everyone else just kind of does clean up where they can for the most part. So yeah, Ulm takes out Zaxxon on the enemy phase. Down goes that Cavalier. So yeah, I don't know why that Shaman didn't actually attack, but on turn 3 we get this heavy spear from the village, which is fine. Anyway, this is the final turn, clearly, so we're just doing some extra cleanup, so that's just me figuring out who to give experience to. Because we can, we just have Silque take some experience. Could be nice if we could get her to promote at some point, just for a point of extra move. It's not that big a deal, though. We can get some experience on Grey for Chip. Or getting some more experience on Clive. And that is the free turn of Noble Vengeance. Next of all is Forest of Storms, which, as you might guess from the name Storms, it's a Fog of War map. This means that we buy a count for a torch because the 4-use one that's currently in the convoy belongs to Celica's side. So, yeah, there's the fog. So, this map is a free turn, in which we do get a recruitable unit. We'll see him quite shortly. In terms of the positions, it matters where the Pegasi are, it matters where a Acantha is, and it matters where Python is. No one else's positions really matter, so that's kind of why, like, Lucas is here, despite him not doing anything. So yeah, here's Lufir. And, you need to talk to him in order to recruit him, so that's why we're warping Ulm over that way now. And because we might as well, we just attack the 11th sword. Lufir goes and gets the Pure from the village. And then the combination of Claire and Faye airdrop over Silque. There's the torch, which allows us to very nearly see like the entire like vicinity around the boss and the seize point. Python's now able to promote into sniper, which is nice. It's nice that Silque's able to get an extra level here. Anyway, so now we have the airdropping of Ulm forward to a tile where now Silque will be able to warp him. But first we need to move Acantha because otherwise we can't see. So yeah, now we can see the boss, which means that now we can swap Ulm over to the sword, warp him forward. So he'll be using the sword to attack because we need him to in order to kill. And none of these enemies have any luck, which is very handy, because what that actually means is that we can rescue with Python, and he'll still actually have crit chance on them. And everyone else just moves out of the way. But yeah, there goes the boss. Python gets 1 kill. Python gets another kill. And then I don't know why, but that enemy decides to go for Python instead of Ulm. I mean, it's fine, obviously, but it's just interesting to me. Anyway, we get rid of that Shaman as well, and just gonna do some more remaining cleanup. The method of having Python rescue Acantha means that he's able to get more experience. I mean, I don't think it's necessary, but, you know, there we go, and that's the free turn of Forest of Storms. So now we give the 11th sword over to Acantha because she's going to need it on this map. And we head into 18A, the Elite. So before this map, I had to remove the Hot Pond Guard effect from the Vulnerary, because Fernand, who we have to kill, has one in his inventory. And we need to obviously crit him to kill him. We also give it to the Holy Ring because we don't have enough skill to naturally crit Zysus. Yeah, there we go. Because we already need the Rumfire in order to kill Bakut. But yeah, Zysus has 7 luck. That's too much for anyone to crit, because they would need 16 luck for, 16 skill even for that. And we have to kill all 3 of them. Which, I mean, is not going to be hard. But this is part of the reason why the Rumfire is so great, because it gives us an extra crit chance. So, see you, Bakut. Not very elite of you. So, the way this works is that we chip and then kill. Fortunately, the bosses on this map do actually move first, which is good, because otherwise Acantha would be like Omega dead, because some of those enemies have like weapons that are currently set on max crit, and obviously I had to remove the vulnerary Hot Pond Guard effect. But yeah, I don't know why, but Fernand will go for Claire, which I mean is fine. Anyway, now we just warp forward Python. And the reason for that is that this here Cavalier has the Rider's Bane, and I want that. So yeah, There he is. Banana once again has a talk conversation with Claire, which is cool. And down he goes. So that's the one turn of the elite. Anyway, so after this, I obviously remove the Hopalong Guard effect from the Holy Ring and I reapply it to the Vulnerary. Now it's time for Chapter 19A, the Homecoming, which is the Safe Fortress. And we have a much improved version of that CG involving Matilda, is what I'll say on that. So this map is a free turn. I think I did think of like a version of it that could have been a 2-turn, but this is full recruitment, and there are just like too many moving parts to like not. I don't think there's enough room to think about it, but probably I could get it done if I tried hard enough. But yeah, first we have a campfire unlock the door, and yeah, it's funny, but we can have like people like fly around the walls, some of them. But we just have to get rid of a bunch of these enemies in the way first. Just me deliberating who to give it to exactly. Down goes that soldier. Tobin does a bit of killing himself, which means he's now 1 level for promotion. I don't think the Cavalier is going to be that important, but it never hurts to have more people promoted with higher move, because rescue dropping is something that always exists as an option, right? So Clive gets a level. We swap forward we swap forward Silque even. So now we warp, or rather I consider warping someone. I don't remember if I actually warped someone. Okay, no I did. I think it's just for the purpose of getting extra experience. And the reason why I moved Cliff there is because he'll get attempted to get attacked on, which means he should get a level because he's already at 99 experience. There we go, level 2. In a clear that one of my viewers, Exor, did, of Act 1 and also Act 2, I know it is possible to get all the villagers to promotion level within the allotted time frame, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Anyway, so now we walk forward Claire, who has the heavy spear, which very well one rounds Descend due to how the effective damage calculations are done in this game. Tobin is now at promotion level. On picks the door, and we have Clive talk to Matilda, which we have to do, because otherwise it's just straight up not possible to recruit her immediately afterwards. So if you're ever wondering why I need to low and explicitly talk to someone, it's because otherwise, like, I don't think they're going to get recruited. Anyway, there's our Lufia kill for Cindy, another one of my viewers. And down goes Descend. Rip Bozo. But yeah, the reason why we give this kill to Claire is because through the optimization of feeding experience to her specifically, oh, I forgot to turn off the crit on a weapon. But it's fine, Matilda lives, it's all fine. Okay. But yeah, I figure at this point, like, we might as well just, like, get this kill on Cliff so we can promote him into something. Because having an extra person who can use swap is never bad. And Witches having 0 luck means this is fine. Anyway. So, Claire just kills something else for a bit of self-improvement, and we walk forward on, meaning that he'll be able to seize on this turn 3. So I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I can do in the interim that will actually, like, make a difference. I think the answer that I think the conclusion I come to is, in fact, no, not really. Other than killing this Cantor might give better experience, so that's what I do, and then we seize for the free turn of 19A. Meaning that we're now ahead of where we are on Celica's route. Chapter 20A, Invaders Descend, is an original map for Sacred Echoes, and as the name implies, it is a, well, you're getting invaded. So yeah, Fog of War, and the goal is to kill the boss, who is located just outside the doors to the south, which, you know, you've seen the warp range, right? Like, you know this is gonna end up, like, going a certain way. So, we shove forward Claire, and then we just swap her forward, 1. We torch so that we can warp, and there he is. There's Lawson. He has Rider's Bane of his own and Javelin, which is great. Used for him, but, you know... Rip Bozo. But yeah, it's just much better to use the Rider's Bane on him, which makes this a very easy 1 turn. And now she's at promotion level, which is very handy. Because, now, after this map, we have to immediately head into the dungeon according to my rule set, which is Sylvan Shrine. So, there are loads of people that we can promote at this point in time, which makes this quite nice timing for us. So yeah, there are 2 Miller statues close to the entrance. The fountains are rares. I don't believe I end up getting them on anyone, but like, it's 100% growths, and magic is magic, so I can always rig it to miss if I need to. So, Sylvan Shrine is a bit annoying, in the sense that it's obviously great that we get to promote people, right? But it's a bit finicky in order to do so, especially since, like, it does actually cost, like, a few turns to go through here. So, we just get Silque to move forward as far as she can. Not because she's going to be warping on turn 1, because she's going to be warping on turn 2. Anyway, so Faye, the Brown Pegasus, now becomes Faye, the Brown Falcon Knight, and she gains a point of con. Obviously, we're not getting anything for class bases. So, I do warp Faye here, but like the actually important warp doesn't happen until next turn, I believe. Claire also promotes, but in a much nicer shade of Falco. She does actually gain, like, a bit of bulk bonuses, which I think tells you much about Claire's bulk. Tobin promotes into Paladin. Closely followed by Clive, who also promotes into Paladin. So yeah, Grey has much fallen off the bench. We now have our better rescue droppers, right? And as I implied previously, we are turning Cliff into a mage because swap is a good skill in an LTC. He's not going to be doing anything other than that, but he does have swap now, so that makes him not entirely useless. Faye destroys that terror, obviously, now that she has Banish on her side. And this is the actually important warp. Because this means that now Claire has exactly the amount of move to get out of here on turn 3. Faye uses the chest key to get a Soma, which is normally a 2% drop from the chests, but I've obviously edited it up to be 100%, which we were just using for warp range, because no other threshold is actually important, right? Take out this Bone Walker, who has a surprising amount of defense. And everyone else just kind of here. Python obviously promotes as well. So now we're going to have a Sniper. Python isn't really going to be gaming to the same extent that Leon gets to on Celica's route, just because, like, you know, we have Warp, we've got so many other things that mean that, like, 8 move plus 1-5 range isn't as much of a boon as it is on Celica's side. Anyway, Clive gets a level, which is fine. And Claire kills a bunch of terrors. Right. So we're just moving them forward a bit further, so that we have a bit of self-improvement. And that is everything. Well, I mean, okay, I could have used the res fountains. I didn't. They don't matter. So that is Sylvan Shrine in 3 turns. Right. So now we can move on to the actual map, which is 21A, the Siege. So at this point we take the Javelin for Claire, and so it's a Siege map. There's also a village here, which does have 3,000 gold, which I do want, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to get it, because this is 2-turn, and the way in which all the positions are done means that we can't actually fly over a bunch of the village tiles in order to get there faster. But it's fine. Anyway, the Soma goes to Silque for the extra warp range. We don't strictly need it on this chapter, but it just makes things a bit easier. So yeah, we immediately warp forward Claire, who'll be able to move her 8 tiles to that tile there, so she'll be able to Javelin the Myrmidon. So, she won't be able to reach the village on turn 2, which is a bit annoying, but it's fine. Everyone else kind of picks up kills, just to clear the way so that we can get Olm places, including switching around this heavy spear, rather pointedly. Yeah, so Olm's Rescue Drops squad and Silque's Swap squad exist. Down goes the soldier. And Olm gets to get himself some kills as well, which, like I said, they don't matter, but like, it's fine. Faye gets a bunch of kills on enemy phase as well, because of where she stood. So that mage having Thunder and standing on the siege point would be a problem if, like, it were actually possible to go and get the village, but it's not. So, it's fine. Because, yeah, we don't have enough like, as you can see, like, we're clearly blocked off from flying over the village tiles, so we can't get that. Anyway. Let's walk forward Olm. Like, okay, you don't need to use the Stonewall on her for this, but it's fine. Olm is now able to reach, so we're not going to do any cleanup now. It's droppable, so give me the coral ring, thank you. Also going to get rid of this cleric, because we can. Who gives a lot of experience, because easy mode and level 1, I guess. Might as well get some extra support points on Matilda and Clive. I don't think it matters, but it is an extra point of attack between romantic sports, so it's fine. Anyway, that's everything. So that has been a 2-turn of the Siege. Which brings us to our final chapter. Chapter 22A, the Puppeteer. Anyway, we get the Holy Bow now, which will become Python's weapon of choice. It's a very nice weapon, because it has 10 innate crit, and obviously has infinite durability, so we don't need to care about any of bows at all for the rest of this run, basically. It also just makes it a lot easier for managing the crit values of everything as well. Anyway, this is once again a Siege map. And because of the setup that we have, it means that we'll be able to 2-turn it, because on turn 1, we have to move forward Python to where he'll be able to kill the boss on turn 2 enemy phase. And then on turn 2, we actually warp Olm. So yeah, that's just where I choose to warp Python. It just allows him to get a bit more experience in the previous position that I had him on. Showing forward Silque doesn't really matter. It's fine. We get some more experience on Claire. At this point, I've committed to her being, like, the main carry of Olm's side in terms of combat. Which is not because her stats actually matter, but just because she has more skill, which means that I don't need to give her the room 5 for her to crit everything to death. So, yeah, on the enemy phase, Python gets a lot of kills. Like, he gets a lot of kills. So yeah, we're now a level 6 sniper. That's the thing that happened. Anyway, so we now warp on over. And he kills Tatara. So just like in vanilla, okay, so now we're level 7 sniper. So just like in vanilla, that means that Delphia is now green and disappears. So once again, we are back to any remaining self-improvement, which is not that much because everyone's in rather bad positions for that. But yeah, so that has been a 2-turn of the Puppeteer, which I believe brings us to 18 turns total for Act 3A. This has been a bit lower effort, but it's more sustainable for me this way. I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you again for the remainder of Acts 3C. So thank you once again for watching, and see you again next time. Until then, have a good one.